Now it's Sunday afternoon and it's planning time. That includes my meal planning. Stay with me and I'll show you how I meal plan in less than 15 minutes a week. Of course, using OneNote. Well, hi, this is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. At least that's the plan anyway. Before we get started this afternoon, I just want to tell you that I live in a place where those brood X cicadas are out at the moment. And even though my house is locked up tight, I can still hear them singing in the trees. So I apologize if you can hear any of the cicadas chirping. Now, back to meal planning. I had been struggling with meal planning for a long time. I got to the point where I didn't even want to think about food, and I cringed if somebody asked me what was for dinner. 2 years ago, I found Dawn at the Minimalist Mom, and she was talking about a meal planning sheet. I'll link that sheet for you in the description below. I tried it, I tweaked it, and I made it digital, and I love it. Let's jump into my planner and I'll show you how I do my meal planning. You see here for the month of June, I have all of my June pages lined up and I have my personal meal planning page right here. When I bring that page up, it's a complete blank page ready to go. Let's get started at the top. I'm going to choose a nice dark pen so that you can see it. And I'm going to go in a size that's a little bit bigger than I usually use. Again, so that you can see it. Now we're going to be planning for the month of June and the week of the 7th through the 13th. Now the first thing that I do when I meal plan is I go through and review the refrigerator, the pantry, and the freezer for items that need to be used. Now I keep a pantry and freezer inventory that I'll talk to you about in another video. But for now, just know that I look through my pantry and my freezer inventory to see if there's anything that needs to be used up. I also go through my refrigerator and look for any items that need to be used. While I'm in there, I go ahead and clean out the fridge and wipe it down as needed. As I'm reviewing the refrigerator, I found some items that need to be used this week. I have an avocado. I have some rotisserie chicken. I have some corn on the cob, salad items, and pieces of a ham slice. Okay, so while I'm in the refrigerator, I make a list of the items that need to be used this week, and I write them down right here. On this side, I have a place for food goals. So since we eat at home the majority of the time, I have established some food goals for us. One of our goals is that we eat salad at least 3 times per week. The next box down has any important reminders for upcoming events or holidays or special occasions, that kind of thing. I want to keep in my mind that Father's Day is coming, and I need to start thinking about what we want to have for Father's Day. And I also know that there are some evenings when I have Bible study and my husband plays tennis, so I like to have flexible meals for those evenings. With all of this written down, it's time to move on to planning our meals. Now here in the meal plan section, you see that I have for breakfast oatmeal and Cheerios. My husband and I have that every day of the week, pretty much, so I'm just going to draw an arrow there. And for lunch, we pretty much eat sandwiches and apples just about every day, so I'll just draw an arrow there as well. Now on to the dinners. Here's that question. What to put in the dinner box? Well, Dawn at the Minimalist Mom had a great idea that I used to do in my paper planner. In my paper planner, on one of my notes pages, I used to keep a list of master meals. These were things that everyone in the family loved, and I had them organized by salads, soups, chicken, pasta, pork, beef or turkey, breakfast, veggies, takeout items, and seafood. When I was meal planning in my paper planner, I could simply go to the list, look down to see what I might want to have as a breakfast item or a pasta dish, and plan my menu that way. Now that I've digitized that, I've taken the same kind of idea, only it's organized in a little different way. Let me zoom in so you can see. Here you see I have some favorite meals. These are written down as quick meals, things that I can make very quickly. And then these are regular weeknight meals, which might take about 30 minutes or so. I have a category for things that take longer. That might be something that you start in the morning or maybe on the weekend. And then I have a list of various salads. Again, we've been trying to eat salad at least 3 times a week, and sometimes I get bored eating the same garden salad over and over. So from this quick meals, I can change from my pen to my highlighter, and I'm going to take a look at my list of foods that I had. Avocados, rotisserie chicken, corn on the cob. That sounds like nachos to me. So one night we will have nachos. So I'll go ahead and highlight that. With that ham slice, I think I'll make a breakfast omelet with some Swiss cheese, maybe some tater tots on the side. With that avocado, I can have chicken avocado salad. With the chicken, we'll have some traditional rotisserie chicken with maybe some roasted vegetables on the side as our hot salad that night. And then we'll have a garden salad with fruit later in the week. Okay, that is 5 meals. That's generally what I plan because oftentimes there's leftovers. So then I will go back up here and I'll record those meals so that I know what we might be having on what night. Okay, this last column over here for snacks or special might be if you have an event coming up, say you're having people over for dinner and you want to include an appetizer or a special dessert. Maybe it's a holiday like Father's Day and you want to make your dad his special dessert. You can list that here. But this week I don't have anything like that, so I'm going to leave that blank for now. You'll see at the bottom of my page here, this is my shopping list. What I did is I went through everything that we normally buy for our family, and I wrote those down. Now, the way this list is organized is specific for the store that I shop at the most. This is not a paid advertisement, but the store that I shop at the most is Aldi's. I love shopping at Aldi's because a lot of the portion sizes are much smaller than, say, Costco or BJ's. And since it's just my husband and myself right now, that works the best for us. I have this list broken down into categories. So here I have produce and aisle 2, which is chips and bread and baking goods. Proteins, which are the meats and cheeses along the back. Aisle 3 is noodles and canned goods and breakfast items. I have a dairy section, I have a frozen food section, I have an other section for things like paper goods and trash bags. And then I have a second store down here called Wegmans. There are a few things that I love to buy that only Wegmans carries, so I keep those things written here as well, and I will highlight them as I need them. And once I have a number of things highlighted, then I'll make a trip to Wegmans, which is a little bit farther away. You see up here I also have a place for other stops. At the moment I need to go to Target to get some Benadryl. And I also need cat litter, so I will add that to the list. There we go. And down here at the bottom I also have a list for things that I typically buy at Costco. Now I just made a Costco run, so there's nothing highlighted here. But let's get back to this week's shopping list. When I look back up here at the meals that I'm going to have, let's see, what will I need to go with that breakfast omelet? Well, I love to have tater tots, so I'm going to highlight those. I already have the ham slice and the Swiss cheese, but I do need to make sure that I have enough eggs, so I will do that. And I like to have a fruit salad with that, so I want to make sure that I have some fresh bananas. With the rotisserie chicken, I think I have everything that I need for that meal. For the nachos, I will need some multigrain chips, and I will need some cheddar cheese, so I will go ahead and highlight those items. I always get dark chocolate, and I also know that I need large garbage bags. So I'm going to write garbage bags there, and then I'm going to take my pen and write beside it the large black ones. I also need some napkins. And that's it. That's all I think I need for this week's menu. These are the grocery items that I need. Now, it's not very much, I understand, but that's part of the beauty of this simplified shopping and meal plan, is I save money by only buying exactly what I need and not making a lot of impulse buys. Now, one of the great things that I love about this is that I can also have this same page on my phone. Because remember, OneNote can be used on my desktop, it can be used on my iPad with my Apple Pencil, and it can also be used on my cell phone. So if I'm in the grocery store and I need to see what I need to buy, all I have to do is open up my phone, bring up my list, and there it is. No more writing down the list and leaving it on the counter. No more forgetting what I need because I don't have my list with me. With OneNote, it's always with me. Now, when I'm in the store, what I will do is I will choose my eraser, and as I put something in my basket, I simply will take the highlight away, and then I know that I have bought everything. Once my list is empty, I know that I've purchased everything that I need. Put these back so I don't forget. Another way that I have digitized my list and my meal planning is we have an Amazon Alexa device in our home. We have that in the kitchen, and as I'm preparing a meal, if I run out of something or I realize that we're running low on something, I will ask her to put that particular item on our shopping list. Then, before I'm ready to go shopping, I can ask her, Alexa, what's on my shopping list? And she will list off my items for me. Then I can highlight those on my list and off I go. It really is very simple. No more wasted paper, no more writing things down and losing them. It's a very simple, easy process, and it has made my life so much easier. When I'm ready to start setting up the next week in my planner, I have this information that I can copy into that weekly plan. Whenever I move these items into my weekly planner, I always make sure that I stay flexible, because life happens, and even though you may think that you're going to have nachos on Thursday night, the power may be out or something may come up and things change. So just remember to stay flexible. Just know that because of this awesome grocery list, you have everything on hand that you need to make these meals. In conclusion, knowing what I have on hand, making a meal plan for the week, and knowing what items I need to buy at the grocery store really helped me simplify my life. If you have found value in anything that we've talked about here today, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. A like really is the best compliment that you can leave me, and I appreciate every single one. If you'd like to learn more about what we do here at A Crystal Clear Life, planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post new videos every Friday. Well, there's my meal plan, done in under 15 minutes. Until next time, okay, bye.